Welcome everyone to today's live stream. Some more Planet Crafter and Timmy time. Right, Timmy? Eat that. Got some of that left. You want it? Right there. So, hey, that's Mott's, and I see Jenny's already having to make a quick detour to get something to eat. You know, she'll hopefully bring snacks for everybody. Always gotta leave during the stream to go get snacks or something, so here we go. She's gonna get before the stream starts, so she should be covered. Yeah, we're gonna do some more Planet Crafter. We're gonna work with the rockets and such as that, and also I am going to test out some new mods. I'm not listing them in the description until I know if they're gonna make a difference, but I finally tracked down, or saw it again, the mod I was looking for the performance boost, which is, you can find it on the fandom wiki that we all know, and basically it is, if you look under the Lathri mods, you're gonna need his plugin framework. You're gonna get the improved performance mod, and I'm also testing out his toggle fog mod, because the improved performance mod, when you first run the game, it creates a config file, and the config file specifically just lists the light systems. So we're gonna test it and see how that works. It doesn't say anything about like the particles, or especially like steam or anything like that, so I'm hoping the toggle fog might do that, because it does say things like sulfur clouds on that, and that is toggled, so you can, you know, turn it on and off. So we're gonna see how that makes a difference. If they help, they'll be linked up in the description at the end. If they don't help, then I'll just stop and take them out. So S-Bots, I'm not sure how many people are here. You know, we always have some people that just kind of sit and hang out, maybe say hi briefly in the chat, and that's about it. Timmy, Timmy's waiting for his snack, his big snack. He's like, this is what I got here is way too small at the moment. You want it? Come on, you gotta reach for it. You gotta reach for it. All right, you're asking for it, but you gotta reach for it. He's like, please just give it to me. Even though he's sniffing it, he's like, please give it to me. Come on, come on. You want it? You want it? Say you want it. Say you want it. Say you want it. Say it. Sound off. That's not. Sound off. Sound off. Woof. There. You gotta make him talk. He's gotta work for it. Well, that's Bots. I guess you're being quiet. We're waiting on Jenny and others to join in. We'll go ahead and get started then with some Planet Crafter. Once it loads, that is kind of it's stuck. There it goes. It seems to be getting stuck as soon as I try to load the game save now. Every time. So, yeah. Well, let's go ahead and dive in, I guess. And we'll just let everybody join in as time goes on. And wait for OBS. Pick up. There it goes. Okay. So, yeah, again, I've got... Well, the framework is just for the other two mods to work. So, really, it's two mods. And I saw the Steam. Then I don't see the Steam. Okay, that light is showing, so it's not affecting that. You see? Oh, look. Okay, so the lights turn on as I get close. I don't remember them doing that before. So it's maybe more of it turns on when you get in range. That is looking promising, but it may just take a moment. Oh, yeah, look. The lights are off on those, but it did not affect the Steam. So the lights on the heaters have actually turned down, I think. Or did they? I know it's got those. I want to say the piping had like a reddish tint to it. I could be wrong on that. All right, Control F. Which turned on my flashlight. But that is supposed to toggle... It said left control. Okay, yeah, you can see the fog in the distance. And then no fog. Much cleaner. But it's not affecting the steam. Okay. That makes a difference there in terms of like the distance. That's what I was going for. It actually, look at that. It may be from the rainstorm, but it makes it look more bloomed out. Like, it could just be the extra clouds in the background. It looks bigger. Like it compresses it in when I turn it off. Well, hey, Felonious. Good afternoon to you too. I know if I am getting a performance improvement, I'm not getting a lot. As I'm still seeing around 25 to 30 typically, with spikes of down to 20 or spikes up to 35. That seems, though, like right there. Let me try this again, because it always lags up right here as I'm like turning to go up here. And it didn't do it that time, so that's helping. So maybe a subtle change. Maybe it's just going to be less of hiccups where stuff has to suddenly try to reload. Yeah, look at that. That is turning the fog off. See how much I can see over at my other base, the waterfalls base? How far I can see out there? Blue. It's got a blue tint over there. And I turn back on the fog, you can't see anything. Let's see. Okay, I saw it dip to 15 FPS. It's dipping 15, yeah. Let's see. Okay. Not sure why that's showing blue in the distance. Like it's like a glassy blue too. Might be from the rain, but yeah, it's showing blue. I'm getting 25, 30 FPS still. I turned the fog back on. It dipped to 20 for a second. And it's still saying 25, 30. So I'm not seeing, at least in this case so far, it doesn't seem to be like a massive improvement. And it's still not letting me turn off the steam that I was hoping to turn off. Yeah, you can see the light turns on as it's not just as I get close to it. It's as I target it. You see how it lights up. And I want to say that it's not just highlighting, it's like it's lighting internally. Maybe it was doing that before. I don't remember. I don't think it was. You know what? I remember one of the things specifically mentioned for lighting, which was food growers. Okay, I see the lights. I can't really tell now. It seems like it's working, but at the same time, it seems almost like it's not. Like, it's not lighting up, but when I look at it dead on, that lights up. But I can't remember if that's just the effect of me targeting it. Because it does highlight it. So I don't know if that's actually an effect of that or something else. We may have to, do a stop and then come back in and compare that in a moment. But right now, we're going to let it go. We're going to try this. See how it seems to hold up. I was really hoping I'd see just a big jump to improve performance, but it has not done that yet. All right, I got rockets. I got a bunch of supplies up here. I don't remember what I moved. I moved some up here. So we got 26. I got 3 down there. Be a 4th one in a second. So that's 30 more rockets. Pretty much about to be ready to go. Really, everything else is doing fine. It seems like it's the rockets that's holding me up right now. Because, let's see. Granted, I'll at some point run out of, like, the cobalt is full. Silicon's full, see? So all that's full. It's the rockets. I need more rockets. I need to scale up my rocket production. I don't know if I want to do little groups like I've already done, or if I just want to do a bigger one that tries to optimize for just producing those rockets. Let's see how this is doing. It's not doing anything. I like no. Well, there's some algae. There's some algae. Is it like, is the effect causing it to not be visible until I get close enough? Yeah. It's not rendering in the algae as close to me anymore. So that's got to be the improved performance mod. I know sometimes the algae would be a little slow to spawn in, but this is like, I mean, I should at least be able to see something over there, and I'm not seeing anything. Like that just popped in. I should have been able to see that before I got to that point. Oh, larva in the water. There you go. You know, we'll just throw that in here. Well, it's algae. Am I running out of water? That's why I had tons of water here recently. And I checked and I had to go grab algae from somewhere, from one of the other places. I'll have to bring some water back. Alright, so I need to upscale this a bit. I need this to go fast. So I've got, let's see, iridium, yeah, is not producing quite as much as super alloy. Super alloy I have to have going because I need extra for each rocket. I need iridium for each rocket. So really it's the iridium that is kind of slowing things down. Well, if I do like one more here for iridium, that's 5. It takes 9. Yeah, because it's got to do the rod. Yeah, so 9 iridium. That would give me an extra iridium every time I make a rod. But every rod, yeah, it'd be 2 production runs for a rod. And I still need, that'd be the 2 super alloy. I think, yeah, I've ever doing this before in my head. It was like, it was gonna kind of balance out in the end. Looks like the bees kind of pause a bit more when they're flying around for that performance. You know what, I'm gonna grab the supplies. At least 1 more, maybe 2 more iridium extractors. Think be good. And then before I do that, I want to actually look and see how this treats the butterflies, because this should be killing my frame rate like really bad, which it is, a 15. So that's fog turned off, and it's still not doing very well. I mean, it's staying pretty, maybe, you know, 20. I get little bumps to 20 FPS, but most part stay at 15. And that's with the fog. It really just seems more like there's, you know, it's just more of a glowy look to things with the fog on, and I can't see stuff as clearly in the distance, but I'm not seeing like any real straight performance improvement to it. And I didn't do anything but default on the config for the improved performance mod. So it seems the most notable thing right now for me is I'm not turning and having it like just lag, and then I spin wildly around because I was in the middle of a turn trying to like go slightly, and it's like lags and then it goes phew. That's the main thing I'm noticing, is it doesn't seem to be having that happen constantly. And I'm not going to say which of the mods is doing that, because I'm not sure which one would. I would think the performance improvement would be the one, because it's the only one I'm keeping on full time, but at the same time, I'm not sure. And could just be the game's running better right now because I got the framework plugin installed, even though that's just supposed to support the other mods. Yeah, okay. Let's go. Rocket base. Like how it seems to be there's more of a lag of like the ground rendering in too. There's, you know, a bunch of water just kind of sitting there for a moment. Okay. I'm just gonna do 2 more iridium because I'm thinking range-wise that should. Yeah, I don't like how this is done. That's outside the range, it looks like. Like, if I put this dead center, it'll work. And I might do that. Oh, yeah, they turned back on to grab off. Okay, and I was gonna, yeah, I'm gonna move this. That other one can stay there, but this one is going to be center right there. I'll just see how that works. That puts me at 32 rockets. And just come back over here. Okay, used up some, so I got some water production going. It does seem like my water production is now the problem. And then as soon as the algae breaks, you know, the spawns stop working right, it's going to then be water surplus. All right, so really want to see how fast this now starts to pick up. At some point, something should produce like 1 extra. Something somewhere. It should just start to speed up, which will then clear some of these out. No, not open. Pick up the larva. Pick up the larva. There. There's larva right there. S-Bots, you're hungry? Well, you know, let Jenny know to bring you something, because she's, I guess, not back from getting her food. There we go. Take all. Yes, there we go. Take all of that. And, oh, wow. Look at that. Take all that. Oh, I just saw a rare larva appear there. Take all that. That's, yeah, that's gonna give me plenty of stuff for over here. And while I'm thinking about it, because I'm doing the bio stuff, we'll get some tree bark, because we need this stuff for some of these. I'm gonna start. Hey, oh yeah, check some bees again. So we're gonna do a bunch of insect rockets as well. I've got plenty of honey at the moment, so that's not a problem. Now it seems like I'm getting a few stutters. Okay. Let's see. What do I have? A whole bunch of insect spreader rockets. Yes. And you know what? Probably should check my... because I'm sure I got plenty from right there, but... oh. I did notice the... you see the effect turning off quite readily, but I can't remember if that was happening before or not. The drill dust effect? A chicken fajita. Hey, she did say she's getting, you know, Mexican food, but why you gotta go with the chicken fajita? I mean, chicken fajita nachos, you know, shrimp fajitas, you know, if you want to go a little more seafoody. You know, there's other options there. You know, you don't have to just go straight to the chicken. I mean, granted, I would go with like chicken fajitas something, but it'd either be the chicken fajitas or chicken fajita nachos because, you know, protein, veg, and, well, with the nachos, you get plenty of cheese, you know, and it's just easier to eat. Okay, what does I need? You know what? I need to go check this stuff. I really wanted something to work on the Steam. I don't know if the mods are maybe out of date and just haven't been updated to toggle that, or I need to go in and put in some code in the config to disable stuff. Okay, that seems a little better. Like, it's not so bad. It's not so just one giant cloud of, you know, white nothingness or something like that. It's like weird places where it acts. Like, here's a big, thick, white cloud of steam, and then it's, oh yeah, it's just wispy cloud of steam. I also started kind of just building my framework for each level. Instead of filling it in each time, I was just building up each one. Oh, you're lactose intolerant, so you can't have cheese. Well, cheese, okay, shrimp fajitas, beef fajitas, carne asada steak fajitas. Those are not gonna have necessarily cheese, I mean, unless you know, ask for it. You know, this might be kind of fun to actually just keep building up the frame and then jump down. Kind of like going all the way through the, yeah, that could be nothing functional unless I just build like production on it, but that could be like a fun little project. You know, just build a tower of foundation grids and use it for, you know what, we could put the fusion generators here instead of putting them outside. Just have it where it lines up and we just walk around the edge, but keep the middle empty, like nothing in the middle. And what happens is we just jump in there, we just go dropping straight down the middle of this big tower of power production. And as you go, you just see all the lights flashing by. Actually, that'd probably cause somebody to have a seizure. Anybody epileptic watching that would probably then have a seizure. But it'd be kind of cool effect just to have that falling through just the foundation grids, like just in the middle of a tower of those, and just watch, like, I mean, especially when you get really high up on your build. That would be that'd be kind of a cool effect. Again, not gonna do much unless you add like power production or something to it, but it'd be a cool looking effect. I'm still not seeing much with the just not much showing me anything with the performance mods. It seems less laggy at times, but that's about it. And fog is off. That's no fog. What are we? Oh, you know, I just got an idea. I want to eat before I go that way. I remember to go upstairs before I turn around that way. I had an idea. I want to see if it disables the fog at the edge of the map. If this disables the fog at the edge of the map, then we're going to do some off-grid exploring. I'm just going to collect a bunch of larvae while we go. Does it need common larva? I want to check out the mountains. Jeannie made it! She brought fajitas. Or at least, S-Boss is hoping you brought him some fajitas. Yeah, I feel like I've been into this area before. Yeah, and it was going up this hill where I started getting the fog. You see, it's starting to build a little bit, but it's not that drastic, sudden, you can't see anything fog. There we go. Okay, now. Fog is off. Haha. No fog. So that could be a nice advantage. I could use the no fog thing to build on the edge of the map where, you know, you're not supposed to be able to go. Or you're not supposed to go. You know, they don't want you there, so they make it where you can't see normally. And I'll just be like, I can see now. I got rid of the fog. I'm going to go build over the corner. Except for an invisible wall. Or maybe it's supposed to be how the actual terrain is, but it doesn't render like that. I can't go over there. You know what? I'm already using... Yeah, I can't even go there through fly mode. It's gotta be that canyon wall. Oh, wait, nope. They do have an edge to it. Their edge is an edge to the actual area you can go. You can't fall off the map anymore. I guess, I mean, that's a good thing. You can't fall off the map and die. Alright, so fog on. Can't see anything. Well, barely. Fog off, much better. Makes me wonder if they're actually going to expand in this area at all. Well, see, that's the thing is, if they do the update, Xbox, I either have to go in and tell it to hold the update before it downloads, you know, and they go in and do all that work to remove all the drills, or I end up getting stuck where I'm going to have to revert back, you know, go through the whole thing and tell it to uninstall the update and kind of go back. I just don't want to do that. The drills, I mean, the heaters, I'm getting a good effect from the heaters, so I'm not worried about the drills. That's normal fog. That's fog off. I kind of like the fact that I could be up here and have, at least once in a while, a nice view. I mean, that's a very nice view of the valley over there, the little highlands and the low area. And it doesn't seem to be having that much of an effect performance-wise with it actually showing all that stuff. I think we're going to see more expansion in that area because it's the plain flat area that you can't do anything. Like it's just no terrain texturing at all. This is textured at least. So I think worst case, we might get some stuff where it shows like more plants or whatever over here. But for most part, I don't think we're actually going to see much in this area. I think this is going to end up being just, you know, you're not supposed to be here, really. So this probably could be a good place to come up here at least and maybe build some of the drills. But this is, you know, at least textured in some way. You know, think back early access, Subnautica Below Zero. They have that area where it's like, here's this flat area. We haven't even put any kind of terrain design to it. It's just plain flat areas. Then they put in the basic terrain and then they do the finishing touches. That's got that whole, yes, there's a flat area right here kind of thing. Like there, you know, maybe this is meant to be kind of flat because it's not perfectly flat. It looks like it's got a little bit of, you know, like, you know, unevenness to it. It's not just like, here's plain flat. Oh, yeah. Look at it. You can see the drills aren't even moving at this distance. I can't remember if that's the normal thing or not. That might be the performance mod. But this does have that, you know, at least somewhat work done. And I see this as probably being, they're just going to add more textures as at the finishing stage. You know, that area past the waterfalls is flat and very quickly turns into a heavy fog, can't see anything. I'm thinking that's where we're going to see the next new biomes at, unless we get some more underground biomes. Jason, you had a plumber over, so a plumber party. You got a bunny hat, on, your pink shirt on, and your skirt on, you're happy about it. Well, good for you, Xbox. Be happy. And that just lagged like usual right there. So I don't think the performance mod is really doing much at this point. At least not for this save. Considering it's supposed to be affecting light points, I don't think it's going to do much for a brand new save either. It's more of like what you've got built, but I'm just not seeing any major change to it. You know what? I'm going to save and close out so I can disable these mods. Yeah, I got to reopen that. All right, I'm taking these out. And you can enjoy some Timmy for a moment. I'm just going to take all three of those. So again, I'm testing out the last 3 mods. So it's the plugin framework. You got to have that for the other ones to work. But it's the improved performance and toggle fog. Now, the toggle fog, easy to see. You know, it's Control F, fog goes away, everything's crystal clear all the way into the distance. The improved performance is supposed to affect the light points and help it run better. I'm not seeing much of an effect on mine. So we're going to take it out and see if it suddenly is just like way worse. Like if it suddenly is just like, oh yeah, we can notice a bigger stutter now in comparison to just a few minutes ago, then it'll make it seem more like that. You know, not playing this for like a few days and then coming in, it's kind of hard to gauge how much of a difference that makes. Yeah, Timmy is laid out. He had his dream bone, the stick that's supposed to help him sleep. So he's like, I'm just laid out. I'm gonna go to sleep here. He's like, don't bother me. There you go. All right, so okay, so what I thought was the lights turning on because I got close is actually just the highlighting effect. So that was nothing to do with the improved performance mod. Again, I'm seeing the same frame rate as normal. I want to go and actually see. Oop, gotta keep grabbing those rare larvae. Still gotta work towards my 200 gold butterflies. Oh yeah, okay, I was at least right on this. Oh wait, no, there it goes. Okay, never mind. I thought it wasn't showing the black tubing. It was all because I was at a distance. So nope, I only see a difference between this and that. And nope, yeah, I'm not even sure what the improved performance mod was doing. I don't think it did anything. I mean, other than I'm not, again, that stutter right there. It seems like I didn't have that happening non-stop. But other than that, I didn't see anything as in terms of frame rate. I mean, heck, there I've just got up to 40 FPS. Maybe it felt a little smoother, like with me moving past the grids, but I'm not seeing a lot on this. Bugs would be better than water. I don't know about that, Jason. I mean, bug mess, if it's like splat bugs, you know, they're just like squished and rubbed all over everything, that's gonna be a nasty mess to clean up. That's, you know, water, you just get there. I mean, even if it's like dirty water, you know, start by soaking things up. Not like, oh, let me go get the spray and spray everything down and clean up bug guts. All right, bunch of those. No more algae saved. And I bet the water is, yeah, no water. Well, there's one water. Tons of algae going. All right, so yes, improved performance. I can see this. I can actually see the algae over there. Whereas before I'd be coming along and then be like, pop, that would show up and all these would show up. So I am definitely able to see stuff at a greater distance. At least some stuff from the improved performance mod. but it doesn't seem like it made that big of a difference in the end. Yeah, I'll just go over here. There we go. Let that go. That's not even really a big deal. It's you know, that's only for some rockets. This has got produced for every rocket. And I'm already up to 9. So that's doing better. Let's see. 4, 1. Did it? 10 and 6. Okay, let me... I gotta see this now. Oh, come on. It's going right through the middle. Right through the middle of that chest. And it's like, I can't collect some of those. Same thing there. So these are on the very edge. The line is literally going through here. Through this part, and it can't collect. So... this is why I hope they fix the autocrafter for a cleaner, more straightforward range finding aspect. Is that? I was literally right there. All right, this is gonna get fixed here. Yeah, we'll get this going. So that. Despite having these extra ones, I still made 9 more. So that is just the normal production. Let's see. Let's see. Again, this needs to be so much better than it is. Okay, that looks like it's fully going through them. So I should see. Yes. I was about to say I should see that start disappearing. Should we go to 7? There we go. Boom. All right, that's in place. That's working. All right, and because that's working, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move this again. We'll put it right here, because that should be, yeah, that's still covering that. That covers that. Gives me a little bit more room. I might be able to get an extra one on each side of those. And that puts me at, that's 44 rockets now. How much do I have? All right, so 150 sea spreaders, 118 of the attraction and magnetic field, and 131 of the insect spreader. Again, I like rounding it up to like around 50 and 100 type intervals, but some of these, you know, it's just gonna be a case of make as many as I can. I know I got more than enough supplies to cover for these two. Sea spreader, I should have a good amount. I got a lot for the insect spreader. So let's hear it. What does everybody want to do? Which one do we want to do? Seeds, insect, or let's go with the, you know, the heat or pressure. You know, which one do we want to go with first for the first batch of rockets? And I'm thinking now I'm going to expand this out and make another. Well, if I just keep building out this way, and then the net setup that has the stuff in range, it just goes and reaches for, you know, it's like, oh, hey, this goes here. You know, there's another one. I just keep chaining them out that way. And it's what I just run through, grab rocket engines. That might work. Do GPS. Why are we going to do GPS, Xbox? What is the actual point of spamming the GPS? I mean, I've already got every single type of GPS rocket. I've got map information rocket up there. I don't have anything for making the super alloy rods, but I got those. And provides, I mean, it's just basically you upgrade each rocket. It's not like you're saying, take that satellite down, let's replace it with this one. You know? Felonius says he's tired of being cold. kind of a nice picture of that when you look at it. Wish you could drag this. See, so that's the tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 GPS. And then I got the map information rocket, which tells me where, like, hey, there's sulfur there. There's iridium cave there. You know, I spammed these. It's not like it should make it for even worse. I mean, or even better. If I put a second one up, I shouldn't get anything extra out of it. So I should just launch the extra ones just to say I did it. Well, I mean, I've already launched 100 rockets in a single launch to say I did it, but also because it gave me an actual benefit. You know, 100 insect spreader rockets. That's a nice boost to my insect production. It gave me value there. It didn't give me any value, you know, it doesn't give me value to just start maxing the GPS rockets out. Okay, let me just double check this. That's, yeah, that, I don't see why it was still not working right, because this is the iridium rod crafter. That's already up 3. Yeah, okay. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4 iridium originally. Just add 2 more iridium. So that's 6 iridium. Actually, you know, I'm not going to worry about these because these are strictly for being in range of that. So that simplifies the next one. So if I do 6 iridium and then 1 of each of those, yeah, that's fine. We'll do another. So I need 6 more of the tier 3 extractors, which I think I should have enough stuff to build that. We're gonna find out. Yep, should be enough. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Look at that. Now it's filling back up. No problems. Yeah. Launching 100 of each has an Easter egg. Okay, send me the picture. At spots. Otherwise, I'm going to say you're just using that as an excuse to try to get me to do it. And, oh, what was it? There was something. It was one of the... Was it? I know there was 2 compass chips, I think, and then, single osmium for the tier 3. Makes me wish there was a something like I could go here and it'd be encyclopedia of recipes. All right, get out of my way. All right. I'm not gonna mirror that style. I'm just gonna do it like this, cause I already know that. Come on, snap, snap, snap a little closer. Oh God! Look, there we go. Let's say I know it can snap closer than that. So the snapping still, yeah, definitely still needs work in this. Needs some ability to fine tune it. Again, so many games don't do it, but you should. A nudge button. Let me nudge, like say this. And I press a button, and then I press another one, and it lets me choose the direction. Okay. So that is going to be 6 iridium. Yep. This is going to be all iridium. And that's going to leave me needing 2 more extractors. So 1 for the super alloy, 1 for the uranium, 2 auto crafters. So, you know, I know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to make it simple because I'll need to come back up here anyway for some food. And then that'll be good. So let's see. I'm going to do 2 more. I'll say that's the biggest thing for me on the stacking mod. It's not so much I have so much more room for storage or anything like that. It's that I could actually have better production volume with my actual production setup. So it's like, it's not, oh, with this setup, I can produce 3 tier 3 ore extractors in one go. And then I have to stop and wait for a little bit. It's no, I can produce 8 of them and not miss a beat because, you know, it's giving me a higher production value and it's not being restricted because of storage space. All right, that is gonna be, just make it match the other side. Uranium and super alloy. And then I'm just gonna put it right in the middle on these. Why go any fancier with it? Just make my iridium rods and make my engines. Nothing yet. Okay. That's all right. Give it a couple minutes. I heard something. All right. Okay. There's that one. So really, I'm waiting on some super alloy and uranium to produce at this point. The iridium's already getting a good start, and look at all that. Plenty of larvae showing up. Yeah. Okay. How much do I have going here? 7 more. All right, still a little bit more titanium, which I'll put to use. Was I have 46 or 44, something like that before on the rocket engines, and now that's gonna put me at. All right, that's gonna break 50 right there. 50 rocket engines. If we're gonna go with the heat, then we're doing the attraction. I want to kind of balance those out. So 50, I could do, 20 of each, I guess, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna be, hitting rapid fire. So here we go. A whole bunch of heat going, and then we'll throw in a bunch of the pressure. Back to heat, back to pressure, back to heat, back to pressure. This is gonna be so imbalanced. I have plenty of rocket engines. I am out of super alloy. Really? That's what I ran out of? I did. I ran out of super alloy. Wow. Okay, so I got 2 150 on the magnetic exactly, and I ended up going 3 more on the asteroids attraction. So 3 extra heat ones for that. That was almost perfect. That would have been so much better if it had been actually the super alloy ran out just in time to say no. It'd be like 50, 150 of each one. And oh wow, yeah, there we go. It's kind of stopped making noise. I hear music. I don't hear the rockets. And we're going to save and close out after this because I don't want to have like 80 storms going back to back. At least it's not like blasting super loud from the rocket engine. It's just kind of like, nope. Too many rockets. We give up. Actually, I can already hear the effect of the storm starting, and I hear the storm picking up. So it's 118 of each. So that was 32 of one and 35 of the other. How'd that calculate out? Did I have extra rockets stuck somewhere else that I forgot about? Because, yeah, it's 118. To get to 150, that would be 32. And then there was 32 plus 3 more, so that's 35. So that's 67. And I only counted like 50. Did I have some stuck somewhere I forgot about? Because I must have. Oh, and it's still like... Yeah, there's still a bundle of rockets over there. I actually hear them. Yep, there goes one going past me. Oh, that delay on the meteor hitting. Okay, that's, I think, actually the meteors, the sound of it coming. Oh, wow, there goes. There went the bouquet of rockets. And there goes that one. Still fighting to get out of here. All right. So a little extra on the heat rockets. But yeah. And you know what, S-Bots, you're going to say 100 of each rocket has an Easter egg. How am I supposed to get 100 plant rockets without cheating? Because there's not 100 seed lermas in the game. Sanchez, I don't plan to play Grounded live stream. I'm honestly, like right now, if I finish the game before Sons of the Forest comes out, great. But if Sons of the Forest comes out before I'm finished with Grounded, then I probably won't ever finish Grounded. That'll be one I'll just leave, and one day in the future I might be like, you know what? I'll try it again, and maybe I'll finish it this time. I'm honestly just ready for Sons of the Forest. That is, like, I watched some of the preview gameplay through IGN a few days ago, and some of the new stuff they've added to that, especially towards single player enhancement, is going to make that such a good game. That is going to be just, that's going to stand out once again, just like the Forest did against other ones. It's going to stand out there. Oh, I forgot I did this one over here. So I also have this one over here producing extra. I forgot I did that. So that's where my extra rockets were. That one down there I have to go and collect from, which is fine, but I forgot about that one there. So that's my extra rockets. I need then 2 more iridium over there. It also means that was all of my super alloy from there too. Yeah, I forgot about building that one. You know what? Eat. I'm gonna get up here. I'm gonna drink. And I'm gonna get here. I'm gonna save. Because I'm tired already of the constant asteroids. That's just not going to go well. It's an Easter egg for when you can get seed lermas. So when you can get seed lermas, there's an Easter egg waiting for you if you put 100 rockets of each. Well, when that happens, you start producing seed lermas. I will put 100 seed lerma rockets up in space. I'll just have to go and grab a bunch more seed lermas, which right now I've got 10 apparently. and I'll be okay. I'll have it covered then. I'll have all the rockets taken care of at that point. And all right, yep, nope. All right, I'm gonna get some more super alloy, since that is probably not gonna stockpile quite as quickly now. Oh. Actually, let's go ahead and take all this back with me. I'm gonna use it with all that pulsar quartz. I still am going to make that big tower of purplicious. Well, I am kind of thinking now maybe I should redo that as a foundation grid basis and just have it where I just walk up on the foundation grids, and then I can just, you know, I don't know, you know, if water had that good of an effect, that would actually be kind of a fun one to do over here, is build above the water and build me a just that big tower where I jump down the middle, and it's just kind of that effect of like going through a tunnel, you know, and you got all the like the little lines that are making it look interesting. You're just going down through the tunnel, and you know, as you're passing by, you've also got a lot of purple lights flashing because of all that, all the purple power production there. That should be good. That's, I mean, with the stacks, that's 350 super alloy right there. That should be plenty. Let's do this like that. Okay, let's get, I forgot to do it, so I'm gonna go get my 2 more. Yep. Tier 3 extractors. And that is, that's gonna speed that up as well. So that should be, that's basically 3 sets of the same, except for this one over here also having those 2, which I might could do it where I relocate those over here. I could put them like right here next to this on either side, because that's just for the rockets themselves. And I could clean this up and just be like, instead of having it like this, I could pop them in the place of those 2. That would make it a little bit more streamlined. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. But right now, yeah, we're gonna do, even this out. And there. So that's more iridium. So that's, each of these is 6 iridium at a time, which means I still have to produce 2 rounds per iridium rod until it then has enough. So I'll actually be 6. The second one will be 6 more, which would be 3 left. So round 2 leaves me 3. That means round 3 uses those 3. All right, no, yeah, 6, because yep. So that means every 3 rounds I'm producing 2 rods. Yeah. It's a nice way to balance it out. I mean, all of those. I gotta put some more water production over here, I guess. And I don't think I want to do the lake water because there's a lot of stuff in the way. Yeah, let's do this, the satellite looking collectors. They have a lot of storage in them too. That will help add some. I can add some more water collectors as well. The lake water collectors. You know what? Let's just start with those. I've got an idea. I think it's going to work. I think it will work. I'm gonna say now, I think the biggest thing I'm noticing without the performance mod is that I'm getting more of those little quick stutters. And I wasn't getting that before. So I'm about to test putting it back in. Okay, that's there. And we're going to see how this works. Because, you know what? It's not my fault they made them too big and bulky. Just gonna make them hang off the edge. There we go. All right, so that's more water collection. And all of it's in range, so it shouldn't be any problem. So that's apparently I can't collect that. There we go. Being a little goofy with that. So hopefully that's going to speed this up a bit now. That seems to be either not working or is getting consumed by this one over here. I think that's got to be it. It's getting used by this. Take an extra one out of there. Put it in here. There we go. Now we're getting something. There's that little micro stutter that makes it lag up just enough that throws me off. Yeah, that's 18 already. Still not amazing, but you know, it's an improvement. What's all that? Yeah, I'm just gonna extend a little bit further out, and I'll keep this whole idea going right here. That's good enough. And yeah, I might shift these over. If I redo that, I can move these back. I might redo that and make that a little bit more compact. I guess technically I also could probably squeeze one of those setups over here, though it might be out of range of the Easy Craft. Okay, that's gonna run and do its thing. Yeah, I know there's a bunch of games getting a Unreal Engine 5 update, you know, now. Like, I mean, Arc is probably gonna get it just because I'm sure they're using that for Arc 2, or they've already pushed everything in Arc 2 to UE5. But I'm gonna wait still for Arc 2 to come out. Granted, that, you know, is sometime this year. From what I've seen, it's supposed to be hopefully the first half of the year. But I haven't seen anything confirming for sure when Arc 2 is going to release. And it might be November this year before it gets out. But still, you know, I'm not a fan of the whole idea of having to do special combos and stuff like that. You know, just overcomplicating the combat system. But the fact that it's going to be more story oriented is the big selling point for me. And the fact that you can be a little bit more customizable on stuff, like you can create your own armor designs basically by how you lay, like the pattern you use for laying supplies down when you're crafting. That's a very cool thing if they can pull it off the right way. Because that kind of brings it more like to the way of like in Minecraft, if you were to say, I'm going to make a diamond and gold chest piece, you know, and it's like you you use diamond in these spots, and then you fill in gold the other spots, and it still builds. But what you get is not just a straight diamond piece of armor, but it's got gold spots or gold shining stuff like that in the right places. That's kind of like the idea of what I saw they're supposed to be doing with Arc for the armors in it on Arc 2, and that sounds really cool. If you can make a purely customized armor setup for yourself that maybe has the same stats as like somebody else's, but the physical design looks different, that's gonna be a cool effect. That's gonna be a cool little just personalization element of it. Yeah. But really, again, it goes back to the story driven aspect for me, is the fact that it's actually going to give something more of a direction feel to the game. Like, I actually can, you know, be like, okay, this is what I need to do. Like, you know, Grounded, yeah, you could go and play and, you know, goof around and just do a lot of building, but there's still a defined story that you are actively kind of led down. You know what you need to do. You're told, hey, here's your next target point. You don't really get that in Ark. It's kind of just stumble your way through. You know, even Subnautica had more than that. I'm not a fan of the story of Ark itself, the original game, and the looseness of how they implemented it. I think it could have been done much better, which is why I'm hopeful for Ark 2 to have that taken care of. But still, my big game right now that I want is Sons of the Forest. If you haven't checked out the preview gameplay, IGN, if you look that up on YouTube, they got to play it like there's a whole bunch of, you know, video for it, and they talk about some of the new features. Like, one of the features for Sons of the Forest is you're going to have a companion. Even in single player, you got an AI companion that you could tell them what to do. You could tell them, gather sticks, drop them off here, and they will head off and gather sticks. They'll take breaks when they are tired. They'll drink water and grab food when they're hungry or thirsty. You know, it's like having another player that their whole point is to do nothing but the grunt work, which means, for me, no more harvesting 400 or 500 trees for a single build project. And that's the awesome part of it. And I remember seeing they said you're also going to be able to get, you start with one companion, but you can also gather other companions as you go, which is another cool effect that, you know, hey, you know, you get a second one. Now you can have them also helping gather stuff. And I mean, come on, it's just, if it takes away the tediousness of the harvesting and all that, that's a win. You know, that's the whole point of some of these farms, like in Minecraft. You go build this automatic farm because you don't want to do the time-consuming aspect of how to just go out and mine iron. You want to set up an iron golem farm and have it automatically produce iron for you, so you don't have to worry about that. So you're supposed to have an AI companion in the forest, Sons of the Forest, that will basically let you tell them what to gather. They go gather it. You go out, be gathering supplies yourself, and when you come back, they've already got a pile of supplies there. Or, you know what? Hey, gather me logs. Go chop down a tree, bring the logs, drop them off here. I'm gonna go get this crossbow. I'm gonna be in a cave for a while. You go do that, get the crossbow, you come back, and you walk up, and they've got this pile of logs waiting for you. You're like, great, now I can finish this new, wing on the house that I wanted to do. I'm gonna make us a nice little balcony, you know, and thanks for getting all the supplies for it. You know, that's such a cool feature, and from what I saw, it works pretty well so far. It's not like, maybe it's not as streamlined as it possibly could be, but, you know, outside of actually implementing some kind of AI element to it, like, you know, like ChatGPT type AI on the back end, you know, it is what it is. You tell them, you give them a command, they go do it, They're intelligent enough to know, hey, go chop down this tree, grab the logs, and bring them back to this location. And that's really all you need. Okay, so that should be number 1. Yes, that's lining up. Good. There we go. And I am at 439 in height. I'm closing in on 500. I'm actually not that far off from where the other structure is at the moment. No. 1. And now, there's my big thing of mushroom trees. And right there, right in the middle where my cursor's kind of going under, there's the rocket production setup. You can see the mining, the extractors over there next to the water. You can't see the ones right there. You see a little bit of the stuff on the sand area. Perfect. Oh yeah, I still got plenty. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, I still need to do stairs on that one. Alright. I just gotta use the flight mod right now until they fix the stair snapping. That's just too frustrating to get to line up right. Okay. Got stairs on all those. Nice, easy framework. How much do I have? I've got... well... 89. I've got 89. And that's still -1 on each edge. That's 13 by 13. That's way more than 89. But, you know, I can start it. You know, I do hope maybe at some point, once they are getting this ready for final full release, which is supposed to be end of this year to beginning of 2024, depending on if they get behind on schedule. It'd be nice if they, when they tweak the performance, you can actually see stuff more at a distance. Maybe not like oh yeah, here's all these little production items. Like, I don't want to be able to look out there and see, here's this crazy complicated setup. You know, have certain things that hide at a distance. But it would be nice to maybe have the actual foundation grids showing. That way, if the, like, this structure would show at a distance, or if I decide at some point, you know what, I'm going to build me a gigantic dome that covers this entire area. I'm just going to set up this, produce tons of iron, just go build this supersized dome that completely covers my base area, and have like certain tunnel openings that let me through. So basically, I build something that is a shell to protect me from ever getting hit by a meteor. Also means I won't ever pick up anything from the meteors, but it'll be, oh yeah, meteors, they're not going to hit me in here. I'm protected. If I built something like that, I'd want to be able to like see it from a distance, you know? I'd want to be able to say like, there's my dome, not my dome is there, but you can't see it because it won't render that building component. So I hope they will do that, because that'd be kind of interesting. Go set it up over there and just have enough stuff be produced. What if you just, the crater, build a giant dome over the top of the crater so that the crater is completely enclosed. You know, you got water over there, you can put the algae, all that stuff, y'all, your necessities over there, basic production stuff, build big production stuff elsewhere, but just be like, I'm building this big giant dome over the crater over that way, and it's just, here's this dome that goes over the top, and I'm looking over there and I can see it, you know, not it's there. You just have to believe it's there, because you can't see it until you get there. Sort of like Schrodinger's planet crafting. All right, more rare larvas, more common larvas. Okay, now, actually, you know what? I'm saving. We're gonna try the mods again. I'm gonna put them back in and see if if it feels any different now. Because if it did feel different, but it could be a placebo effect. After I took the mods out, it did feel more stuttery. Like it wasn't as smooth of a play experience. So I'm gonna put these back in. And again, that's the plugin framework, and then the improved performance and toggle fog. The fog, I'm actually, you know what? I'm just gonna leave that out. Or no, never mind. I will put it in there because it is toggled. I'll just turn it on and off when I need it. We kind of look how things look differently with it, but I'm just gonna I definitely want to see how the improved performance feels now. It's nothing that stands out like, oh, I can see that's not lighting up. I thought stuff was not lighting up. I was wrong. It was just, you know, that was expectations that it was going to do something fancy. I thought it was doing something. It wasn't. But, you know, now the factor is I want to see, does it feel like there's a stutter there because it's loading stuff in, but does it feel snappier now with this? And Timmy, he's out of it. He's like, whatever. Let me sleep. So, well, the steam disappeared very quickly. Yeah, just to see, does it have all the sudden stuttery spots once we get things going? Do I have all these cases where I suddenly just spin around wildly because of the way it snapped? Put those back. Yep. What's that? There we go. I'm seeing some there. Oh, it's hard to tell. It feels like I'm still seeing the stutters. But that also could be me just, I'm primed and I'm looking for them. All right, 10 over here. 10. 7. All right, well, we'll let that go. I still kind of feel like I want to rearrange this again. Now that's working well. That's burned through a bunch of larvae and a bunch of the honey. So that is doing well. Those are working. So the extra water production here is helping enough. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, so many. I could do some other rockets now. Did a bunch of heat and pressure ones. Now I could do not heat and pressure. Actually, I might take some of that to use elsewhere, because that's a lot of stuff right there. Let's see, that was, I needed, yeah, the mutagen and the bacteria sample and the tree bark is for the seed spreader, and then of course the bees, osmium rods, and the tier 2 mutagen for the insect spreader. So I could do a bunch of those. More common larvae. Bees. Take all this, because I'm actually using up honey at a steady pace now. Maybe not that fast, but it is moving faster. Okay, let me... I guess... I should have left some of the osmium down there. Okay, so let's just launch a bunch of insect spreader rockets. Or actually, you know what? Seed spreader rockets, because that will clear out a lot more of the material since it's bacteria, mutagen, and tree bark. And I'm out of rocket engines, not super alloy this time. Okay, let's see. 220 sea spreader. What was that? 150 before? I want to say that was 150. I think I had. I might be wrong on that, but if it was 150, I just did 70 rockets even on that. And they're not even launched. But it counts it like they're launched. This won't be as bad, but I still don't want to suffer through perpetual green atmosphere. Oh man. Oh man. Look, quit looking all over. It says it's 10 FPS. I think they have a cap that it won't show less than 10 FPS. Because that's not 10 FPS. And again, the rockets, there's just too much going on. It can't even make a sound. Oh, actually, you know, I got an idea. If I can do this, this is gonna be tricky. Click, climb. I want to see if I can get to the teleporter and actually teleport down or back to the base, and I will see if it makes a difference suddenly in my frame rate. Oh, I hear the ore extractors. Yeah, this is a little difficult. Wow. The longest teleport ever. And it did not help. Can I see the rockets from here? I'm spinning too fast. Okay, yeah, okay. I guess I'll wait here for my frame rate to get back up as the rockets finally despawn. So, mass-produced seed lerma. At some point, yes, I will be able to do tons of the plant rockets. That won't be a problem. That'll be catch-up time there. It'll be like, okay, I gotta launch 100 the plant rockets at a time just to play catch-up to the other rocket types that I've got like 500 of each then. Or maybe the next update in February will get new recipe for making seed lerma finally. So we can actually spam that rocket too. I'm hoping it's going to pick back up on my frame rate. It should. It might not. It might be stuck. Okay. All right. It counts the rockets as launched. I'm saving. We're going to load the save again because that is way too slow. Yeah, that setup's going a lot better. I still think I want to rearrange part of it, but that is definitely going a lot better. I think that is going to be, especially because of the stacking mod, that's the one that's going to get me 1,000 of the different rocket types. 1,000 of the different rocket types, including eventually the plant rockets when we can do seed lermas. So I'm gonna do a well, look at this. $220 plus the 150, that puts me at 370, plus another 153, that puts me at 523, plus the 131 insect spreader rocket, so 523, 654, and then 5 plant rockets, 659, and then the 4 other rockets, so 663 rockets total I have launched now. If I counted that right, that's 663 total rockets I've launched so far. And we're still gonna have all the stuff for the animals. When we get fish and whatever other animal types we have for the different rockets there, I'm gonna have all those rockets to launch too. And we'll have to add little areas for those. But yes, that was a good chunk of rockets right there. All right. Guess let's go back to rocket base. See if there's any rockets that got stuck here when I exited. None. All right. Well, next we'll do the insect rockets, which is gonna absolutely kill my frame rate with 1,000 plus bees in the screen. Alright. It's doing alright. I'm actually surprised I didn't run out of tree bark on that. Come on, let me out. Yeah, that cleared a lot. That cleared a bunch of stuff. That's the next one to clear out. As many of those as I can. That was a bunch of super alloy out. Actually, I might go ahead and keep the super alloy right there. Oh, nothing there. So yep. Doing all right. That's building up a little bit. Where is it out here? I'm gonna have this maybe building up extra. Yep, it is. Okay. No extra uranium, which is surprising, but extra super alloy is being accumulated. All right, let's give it time to work, because it'll take a little bit. There you go. No fog. I should have done that for the rocket, see if that made a difference. I can see my solar panels. I can't see the butterfly farms. I would like to see that be more consistent across everything once they hit full release. Oh, and actually, how much am I using power-wise now? 121,000, producing almost 300,000, and I got 170,000 available. Still gonna get it to over that 1 million. Plus, I'm gonna keep adding more heaters. Oh yeah. You know what? Something I haven't done yet. Hour and a half, and I haven't been over there to look at it. Let's check on my larva production, because that has to have been going at least earlier. May have run out of supplies. 9 more gold. Okay. Turn on the pickup. I'd say auto pickup for just doing the components here is oh so amazing. Just have it auto collect everything there, so I don't have to worry about missing parts or anything. That is that's so much easier. And turn it off. Still had plenty of larva. Azabugen, tier 2, and fertilizer, so I'm gonna have to go make some more of that and let that go. I'll check my mutagen and fertilizer. There was ice there and it's not there anymore. I saw it, it's like a piece of ice and it's gone. Okay. Still not quite full on this. That's still going. You know what? Let's just it's 5 there. 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of each. And that should be enough. Oh. Oh wait, my wrong base. Waterfall's base. That should be plenty right there to cover everything. Oh yeah, that's more than I have in the larva, so take those except for 1 and keep it even numbers. That's 4 more. Hey, there was that ice again. Yeah, that's 4 more butterfly farms swapped over to gold instead of blue. Oh, so many butterflies. Where? There we go. Okay. Now. And let's see, got this one. Okay, going that way. Almost all 100 filled with either gold or blue. So that's the last row there. Oh yeah. Get those done. And then just slowly swap everything over to gold. And that's going to be nothing but 200 gold larvae and 100 farms. Means the stacking mod breaks, I don't have to worry about it. Take that. For sure. That's... I think that's, might be time for more power production. Getting choked up again. All right. Yeah, definitely time for more power production. Check my super alloy production over here. Oh, we got the big one. I say, it kind of looked like it was about to come straight down on my head. Boom. The fact that that does not hurt me is funny. I can't even get in close enough to actually get. Like, there's an invisible wall there. I can't even pick up some of that stuff. There's still a color effect if I turn the fog off on the nearby stuff, but the sky loses the effect. And there's still that stutter there. I don't think the performance mod is actually doing anything now. Maybe it did stuff at one point, but it doesn't seem like it's doing anything anymore. Alright, so that's fog off. Fog on. Fog off, which gives a lot crisper clouds. But it does seem to make it look more harsh. Almost like it seems almost like maybe not just the fog being turned off, like it's brightening things up. Oh yeah, that's right. I couldn't pick up the pulsar quartz. Okay, so yep, 4 and 5. So No. That's yep. That's 8 more. So I could do some, you know, I could be like, okay, let me get, you know, 5 of these, or you know, like 3 of these and like so many of these, but this way it's just even stacks. But that's still a lot of new items to build. Oh, you know what? I just realized I did not bring. I didn't bring. I can't remember now. It's cobalt, iron, and cobalt. I'm gonna grab some iron and cobalt because I didn't do that last time. And I think I already got a bunch of the windows done, but might need to do some extra ladders. Full. And I got to this one. Okay. So I'm putting in 15 stacks of 10. 150 of the pulsar quartz. It's 5 per each. So that's 30 more I'm doing here. There'll be another 30 of these. And I honestly have enough for probably at least another 2 rounds like this. So I'd be another 60. I could probably get at least almost 100 in one go right now, thanks to what I've got stockpiled. Okay, I saw it. Yeah, green. Okay. It's not saying green for the wall, but it's still turning green a little bit too late. Or red for the wall, like, yeah, it's like it's something in the way. Okay, we'll get these wrapped around here. I want to go get some water. So that's 28. That's 7 more I could build, and I had 5 already built here. So really, I could build 1 level and a few on the next level for each batch. So yeah, I could just, I'm gonna knock out a few floors here. This should be... That's it, yep. I guess better go before I die of dehydration. Okay. actually it's easier to see it because of that glowing effect. Like it whitens it out with the fog. Turn fog off, it turns black, like dark. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna keep the mods I'm testing. I don't think the performance improvement mod is doing very much, and the honestly the toggled fog is interesting at times, but it doesn't seem to be helping with performance either. So I'm not gonna keep them. I'm just gonna, after whenever I need to, if I need to close the program out again, I'll do it, but otherwise I'll wait till after the stream. I'll take them out. Oh yeah, okay, I need to still come and do some windows on some of these. I don't even know how far up I got on these. I brought stuff for ladders, so we'll go ahead and get ladders. Ladders until I like end up outside on the rooftop, or I run out of supplies. And I'm on the outside. There we go. And I still have enough for one more ladder. So quite a view up here. Yeah, this is the area, I think. There's some rolling hills there, which to me sounds like it looks like it's a boundary. You know, a little edging there just so it's not perfectly flat. But then you have all that area out there. Actually, fog off. All that area there, that's gotta be one of the next biomes that's gonna get added. And it makes sense because if the fish stage is next, this is really the largest single body of water right here. Perfect place for you to be putting stuff down like fish farms. And that'd be right next to whatever the next area is gonna be. And it'd be tying in with between the crater and the new alien area. We'd be right between those. This makes sense for the next biome area. Oh, there's a rare larva waiting right by my foot. Ugh. When it lags like that, I'm so worried that it's not going to let me actually trigger my jetpack and it's going to kill me. Oh, yeah. I saw some gold in there. Ooh, up to 5. So I have 1, got 4 more. That's doing pretty well this time. It's gonna be a slow progress, but eventually it will be. Here's my 100 butterfly farms stocked with just gold larvae. And then we'll have like I'm sure they're gonna have a similar thing for fish farms. Here's a fish farm. Here's the different types of fish that you can find the eggs for, or like let's say it's like with that you got the basic larva. You find like a minnow, and it's like here's the minnow, and then you're gonna manipulate it through the mutagen to create a carp, space trout, stellar salmon, and each one's gonna be a different value. And then in the end, we're gonna end up with like, here's like the golden koi. It'll be that. It's something like, yeah, golden koi, or just goldfish. You know, the giant goldfish, supersized goldfish. Put that there. That should still pull them. Take these. Yeah, be the stellar, or you know, be the nebular goldfish or something like that. Here it is. Nebular goldfish. There's a crack in the water. Maybe. There's something in line of the light. It's creating a very, very thin shadow. Only on the water. Yeah, well, we have like galactic goldfish. There you go. Galactic goldfish will be the name of it. You know, that'll be the golden fish one. And you just have, I'll have like 50 fish farms. Hopefully they'll let us put more than 2 in those, because, you know, for performance maybe, or for the amount of space available. Here's galactic, you know, 100 fish farms with 200 or 400 galactic goldfish in them. You know, it'd be good. That'd be more than enough. I'll have that going, then we'll do whatever the animal ones are and just keep going from there. You know, we're going to have more and more of the same stuff. It's just going to be, here's the animal stage, here's the, you know, more like the lizard or bird or whatever. We're going to get that kind of stage or stages. Can't be playing that many more stages with how many major updates they've got planned for the rest of the year, but still, you know, we'll have something like that. I mean, we've already got a fish stage set up, so might as well stick with the fish stage. All right, 16, 15, 20. This one's actually producing better. Or it had extras that didn't get pulled in that last run. Thought I took stuff out of here. So that is a total of 52 again. Well, that sounds like a good one to throw in with that, because 52 of that is going to get me all the way up to 83, 183, close to that. Not quite as bad. So, yep, here we go. Another frame rate killing setup. I think I got enough larvae. Well, 50 of them. It's 150 larvae. That's 15 stacks. Yeah, that should be enough. I should have enough bees. This out here is 131. Got we're at 131. So we'll see how many of these I actually produce. If I get all 52 or if I get only part of them. Should have enough osmium and mutagen for this. And it's lagging just for the fact that there's bees. Oh yeah, okay, that's it. I ran out of rocket engines again. Here we go. My supposedly 10 but not 10 FPS. I got 53 because another rocket engine produced down below. So I got 53 insect spreader rockets on this. Come on. It missed the escape button. Oh, wow. That is a big spin around. There are too many bees. All right. Yeah. You think I have enough bees? Hit the thumbs up button. All right, 53. Getting launched. Hopefully the frame rate should return to normal after the bees despawn with the rockets. Nothing to launch. Okay. At least we don't hear like a loud buzzing sound from this. Now I can't even see him. It's that stupid steam again. That's a lot of bees going bye-bye. Yes, that is a lot of bees. Let's just assume one rocket is 10 bees. Well, that is 530 bees in one display. I'm thinking there's probably more than 10 bees displaying per each rocket. So if we say 20 bees are displaying per rocket, that was over 1,000. That was 1,060. I don't know. That'd be kind of like somebody wants to look in the game code of how many bees generate with a bee rocket. And then we could calculate from there. I want to know how many bees were in that. Which, granted, it's still not as bad as I've done. That is 53. We did a full 100 insect rockets in one go. So, it's still not as bad as that. Got to bring the kid to work. You mean you gotta take the kid to their job, Jason? That's what you gotta do? Gotta make them earn their keep. Alright, some of them despawned. It seems like it's speeding up closer to that 10 FPS, but not quite 10 FPS still. So too many bees. Too many rockets too. 184 insect spray rockets from 131. If I remember right, I had 150 sea spray rockets. So that's 70. So I've already launched 123 rockets just from those two, and then we did the asteroids and the magnetic field rockets, which were 118 each. So that was. Oh, my FPS went back up finally. That was 32, 35. So it's 67. So yeah, 137. Should be 190 rockets so far in 2 hours that we've launched. That's, yeah, 190 rockets so far today that I've launched. That is the trick to just building one heater tier 5, one drill tier 5, and just build out a whole rocket launching thing. You just launch enough rockets that you just need one big heater, one big drill, and that's it. You don't need anything else because the boost is so massive that it's just nothing. And all right, S-Bots, I'll make some, I need some super alloy rods, which I got plenty of those, and microchips, 2 compass microchips. We will launch, tell you what, just to make it a nice, nice number, just a nice multiple, we'll go from 1 to 5. So that's 10 chips. Yeah, 10 compass chips. So oh, I know too many. I only need 8 because I already have one. Duh. I already have one rocket, so I only needed to do 8 of them. Whoops. All right. Well, that's fine. I mean, at some point I might have used it again. All right, so that's 8. Because I only need 4 more. And then the super alloy. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Stack of 4. All right. I'll just jump up here, grab some water. And we'll go launch some more GPS rockets just to see if it actually makes anything happen. And let me make sure I actually have enough. 2 there. If there's 2 there. Yep, 2 there. That should be at least 5. Probably, yep, 6 rockets. So that's good. A little extra there. 1 rocket left over. All right, here we go. We're gonna launch 4 more GPS satellites. So S-Bot's gonna be like, hey, I've launched, we launched 5 of them. That works a lot better than launching like 50 at once. Actually, all right, no fog, that helps. With the storm effect. It's like throwing darts at a dartboard. That's what that looks like. It's like a dart. And it's doing about as well as I would do at darts on a dartboard. It's actually stuck in the tree. That's what happened to me. All right, 5 GPS tier 3. So we're gonna zoom all the way out. No difference. Did not zoom any further out. Doesn't give us anything extra. No fancier detail. Though you can see that little thing there. I don't remember seeing that earlier. Yeah, same thing. Doesn't give us anything extra. Yeah, still see that stuff from the information rocket. There's my little base there. All that. Yep. What? I did it. So I say I launched an unnecessary amount of GPS rockets. Oh yeah, look. Oh yeah. That stuff's there. Look, there's one there. Get that? Maybe those are picking up. Oh, look, that one right there in front of me. Ready to get dumped in. This is... Yeah, surprisingly, this is actually helping better than having all the lake water collectors. The algae is actually getting fully consumed now. Or at least looks like it is. Oh yeah, that's building up. Because that has more than enough there. Okay, yep, gotta clear some of that out. Oh, that's doing fine. Yeah, okay. You know, everything's set up so nice for it. I might just go ahead and keep doing, like, taking rare larvae and letting it process like I've been doing, even after I get the full 100 gold, or the 200 gold larvae and the 100 butterfly farms. I might actually let it keep going, you know, just for the fact of like, okay, I'm gonna let this go and keep building up all these rare larvae, and I'm just gonna let them sit in that storage container until I could be like, oh look, now I've got another like 200 gold larvae, and then I'll go build one butterfly farm, and I'll just use the stacking mod. I'll change the stack size or whatever, throw it in there so it can be even worse. It'd be great if you could do the stacking size to specific things and not just everything. All right, let's 14,000. Oh yeah, I got room for stuff like that. I got take 20 of each because I want to do some decorative work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, that's one set again. That should be 30. And then that's 13 full stacks. So I'll need 2 stacks from here. And then dump that stack. So that's, yep, 15, 12, plus those. There we go. Oh, yeah, wrong larva. Gotta take that elsewhere. See. Yeah, so I'll just let this at some point build up till I have just huge amount of gold, and then I'll just go do like another farm that I just take advantage of the stacking and do that. There we go. You know what? Let's I'll come back to that. I'll make sure I got all these floors with their windows. Okay, did not finish the windows. Alright, so I'll do that. I was also tempted to kind of do like the glass flooring all the way up too, where I just look down, I can see like just floor after floor of them, but I don't know yet, because you know I can't take out just a glass floor or a glass window. I'm hoping they fix that so you can take out the individual components like in other games, so you don't have to try and just deconstruct the entire level. Yeah, it doesn't make much of a difference in the view from here, except like in the distance there you can see clarity on those mountains. That's about it. Okay. And it should be this floor and part of the next floor. I really hope we get some kind of snapping option too, like snap to build, you know, snap builder, you know, toggle it so it's got like a grid type of thing that it lets us like choose, like, yeah, have the free placement if you want that, but in this case where it's like tick 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 like that, you know, like just tiny little nudges because of the grid snapping, and you can choose like, oh yeah, but I want to snap, I also want to make it a more fine-tuned snap. So you can have it like snap, 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 or then snap, 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 you know, tiny little increments. That'd be great, you know, because in this case, lining this stuff up would be so much easier if it was like able to snap around a grid inside of the room itself. You know, just like the snap builder mod for Subnautica and Below Zero. Honestly, I don't know why more game devs don't do that sort of thing. Like, make it... It's not even a matter of just, like, how precise you want to be. It's a matter of... It's so much easier to line stuff up. To make better use of the space. If you can actually snap it readily to, like, okay, can I go nudge it back this way a little bit? No, I can't. Okay, well, that's as far as I can go. It's easier to take advantage of all the space. All right. Oh, okay, done. That's the only other thing about this compared to doing like a foundation grid tower is I then have to climb all the way back down. Okay, so I am on that level now. And I just noticed how that one is facing a different way than those. Like the ceiling is oriented differently. But okay, so if I build it that one, that's yeah. Maybe just past the halfway mark. Like just slightly past the halfway mark on that. $230 nuclear fusion generators. Yes. Okay. And I've got supplies. I can go do more right now if I really want to. 117 nuclear reactor tier 2. I still have a bunch of those I could go build because I still have more levels left over there to keep going. I think I'm actually going to just top off where I'm at on that one and not building more on the nuclear one because it's just, I thought at least the nuclear reactors would show from a distance, and they don't. They're one of the things that the foundation grid doesn't show. I thought the glowing green balls would show. They don't show from a distance. And that's disappointing me. But I still want to at least complete the current number of levels I've built over there. Alright, still got time. You know what, we'll knock it out. Then, another, yeah, should be another check on the rockets at this point. I mean, honestly, if I just sat here AFK'd or did nothing but focus on other stuff for a while and then went back and the rockets had completely filled their storage, you know, on the auto crafters for the rockets, then you have full on the other components, you full iridium rods, full on the super alloy, all that. I mean, that's 80 rockets for each auto crafter, and I've got 3 of them. So technically, if I did nothing else and let it sit there for however long it took to completely fill those up, that'd be 240 rockets. That would be, I'd have engines for. As long as I had all the other supplies, technically I could launch 240 rockets in one go, which would be way worse than my record of 100 rockets in one go right now. I'm not sure if I would even be able to get my character to turn upon launching all of those. That could be a goal now, is just say, now that I've got all this set up for it, why not go for it? Why not do, you know, full capacity 240 rockets? Maybe throw some more storage lockers there. Start loading them up with supplies as well. Go for like, you know, let's go for the full thing. We'll start with like, let's get 300 rockets or 400 or 500 rockets in one launch. That could be the next one. That could be it. 500 rockets, because there's the iridium, there's the uranium, there's insect or seeds and insects. That's 400. So if I did 100 of each, that's 400 rockets. If I said let's do 125 of each, that's 500 rockets. If they give me a way to produce seed lerma in the next update, then that's, you know, 100 rockets there. That's perfect. That'd be 100 of each of the main rocket types. Do that in one launch. And just count out how much I'm going to need of every item type. Make sure I'm going to have the full 500 rocket engines and the supplies for each of the different types up to the 100 of each. And we just be like, you know what? Here, I'm going to go until I can't go anymore. Then I'll go to the next one, go until I can't go anymore. And hopefully I can get all 500 clicks in before it runs out. But probably would not work because I'd be skipping down the line trying to get... It'd probably be like really difficult to target the insect rocket option. But still, that'd be kind of an interesting one to sit there and be like, I've launched not just 500 rockets, but 500 rockets of a mixture of types. Not just like sat there and tried to click 500 times on a single rocket. And that might be one I actually need to go, if I do that, I'm going to go in Steam. I'm going to turn on the FPS overlay just for that. Just to see what Steam says my actual FPS is. Since the game seems to go with minimum of 10 FPS. Of course it did. So you're trying to watch my water. And, you know, I'm not even going to chance it now. I'm going to die from dehydration during the fall. Right? Nope. Nope. I made it. That would have been sad, though. Be like, I'm on my way down to get water, and I die from dehydration on my way down. Alright. That's another batch of iron gone, and I still have 2 more floors ready to build out and just keep going up on the edge. So I keep track and just keep going. Yeah, this... I'm just gonna keep going with this until I can't build anymore. Until I hit a hard limit of, sorry, you can't build past this point. Which is gonna take a little while because I am well above this point right now over at the other base, but still, that's a long way up. I need to add a teleporter over here. I need to finish the crater thing, the little nuclear reactor base there, and then move that teleporter to here as my temporary one, so I can just, you know, teleport up very quickly. Still hope I could just eventually turn the steam off so I can actually see at least those going up into the sky. Yeah. Let's go and grab food because I got plenty of it. Check on the rockets. Also, it'd be neat to be able to come over here and look up and then see a tower going up into the sky, and I can actually see the structure of the tower. So that is 11. It's 9 or yep, 20. 29. 29 rockets. I need to time this. I need to actually see how long it takes to produce a certain number of rockets. But still, that's another 33 rockets there. Yeah, give me a seed lerma production option and I will rapidly catch that up on the plant rockets. And that'd be 5 options right there. Do 500 rockets at a time. And if I could do that, pull it off, then we could try for 1,000 rockets. I don't think the 1,000 will work, though. And I'm actually struggling now. I'm having FPS drops just because of the number of dots streaking across the globe there from all the rockets I got up in the in space, or all the satellites in space. Yes, that's a lot of rockets. Oh yeah, that's doing well. That's stockpiling. That's built up. That's doing well. Yeah, okay. I think I'm at that point now where the algae is the problem. Again. That's 42 tree bark. So, let's organize. Yeah, that's a good bit of bacteria sample. Mutagen tier 2. Yeah, that. Plenty more for the insects. Probably too much for the insects. And my terraformation index going up. Like about 1.5 seconds, it goes up 0.01 right now. So, like 0.4 every minute. Maybe, I think. Oh, I just know those numbers are going up very quickly now, or much quicker now. Biomass is still not acting like, it does show like it's going up very much because of the way it compresses it. Yeah. Fish! 66.39% of the way to the massively inflated fish stage. Which means I'll hit fish and then I'll probably be back to like 10 or 20% on my way to whatever is next after that. That's yeah, going up pretty quickly. Alright, so a lot of rockets launched already. Got a bunch more going, getting prepared right now. plenty of rocket production going. Again, I might tweak it again, get me even more going, because that would be, yeah, I like the idea of just being able to sit back, build some more storage up there, do like a super massive launch. Well, let's see, that is, I got a lot of floors open right now that I haven't built on. What's the cost for that? 3, 3, and 3, and there's 25 per floor. So I need 75 of each item. So it's 8 or 7.5 stacks. So wait, wrong item. But that's stockpile. So yeah, basically all of this except for, well, you know what? I'll keep that because then I can go like that. Take those. Like that, and then that. Oh yeah, I'll put it in there that way. Instead of building 25 of them to carry up, or trying to build 5 and go up, then come back down, 5, go up, come back down. I'm just counting it out this time. It's easier for trying to do the entire floor in one go. The performance booster mod I am testing, which does not seem to be doing much, is the Lathri performance booster, I think is what it's called. Lathri improved performance. You can find it on the fandom wiki, and it does require a framework plugin. So you gotta download his mod framework plugin and then the mod itself. And it's supposed to work with the lighting on stuff, and I've got it installed right now, but it doesn't seem to be doing much. Again, I still seem to be having even the stutters that I normally see, all that. I'm also using the toggled fog mod, also by Lathri, or Lathri, whichever way once it said. Lathri is the modder that created the vehicle mod, the one that looks like a UFO, which I have tested in the past and is a interesting mod, but definitely more interested in seeing what we get native to the game for the vehicle. But you can find them on the fandom wiki. I'm not gonna link them because the toggled fog is nice for the effect. But I'm not seeing any kind of real performance boost from it at all, and I'm definitely not seeing an improved performance from the performance improver mod, as I was hoping for just the least that it would turn off the steam, but it's not even affecting the steam. So yeah, if you want to check it out, you can find it on the fandom wiki under the modding section, which I believe should already be linked below for some of the mods anyway. And it's towards the top of the page. Lathri's mods. Why is that not building? Okay. You stupid larva. Getting in my way. Oh yeah, the larva sitting underneath it now is not a problem. But that rare larva, I was like, no, you can't build on top of him. Oh, I messed up because of that stupid larva. Larva got in the way and I messed up my placement. It's really helpful for you. It's not helpful for me. Yeah, it may just be the way my game save is. It could be a case I could try that with a new save, but I'm thinking a new save is probably not going to see a big boost for it either, because I'm not going to have anything built in a new save, so it shouldn't really make a difference on that then. But yeah, right now I'm not seeing any improvement. I mean, at first it seemed like I was getting an improvement, but I think that was more of a placebo effect. I was hoping for an improvement, so I just thought, you know, I was seeing stuff and thinking there was one, but there wasn't. Again, I mean, my FPS is pretty much consistent with or without the mod. And I'm still seeing those in certain places, the stutters where it locks up for a second as it's trying to render in certain new stuff. That's still happening too. So, yeah, unfortunately, I'm not seeing anything from it. That's the last one. Still more floors to go above that, but I'm going to wait because I like it when I actually go up there now to build. I can see because I have built high enough above the steam that it's not causing a problem. See, like that little stutter right there still happens even with the performance mod. So yeah, I'm just unfortunately not seeing the benefit on mine. You got a FPS boost by 20. Well, that might be helping better on, I mean, depending on the hardware. But it also might be a case of, again, what you've got built in your game, how you've got some things set up. I'm not seeing any improvement, because if I was seeing a 20 FPS boost, I should be at 45, 50 FPS right now, and I'm still at the same, typically 25, 30 FPS. And the fog, I was hoping would turn off the steam as well. Has nothing to do with the steam coming off the heaters. That's really the only reason I was even trying them. That's that. I'll definitely need to go check my super alloy spot and get some supplies from it. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick now, because I'm gonna go to Rocket Place and I might take a couple of stacks of super alloy with me to help with the rockets, because at some point I am going to run out of, I'll have not enough super alloy again. Alright, dump some super alloy. Oh, there goes turning around again. Yeah. And, you know, I'll take like 4. 4 stacks should be enough. Just to put in reserve over here at the rocket platform. We'll do that. Also gonna come over here and grab stuff. Let's see. I did there. Also, extra super alloy from that one that's out of range, so I just have to remember to keep grabbing the super alloy from it. That'll help balance out, because the rockets, you know, use extra, and some of this may be kind of just out of reach. There we go. That's a good chunk of extra super alloy, just in case. That puts me at 54 rockets now, not counting probably the one that just got produced. There are 54 rockets already. It's doing pretty well. If I could, I'm gonna redo, I think, yeah, because that setup there, that sits. I think I'm going to take those two out. That's the silicon and the cobalt. move them down over here. So they're just kind of to the side because they're just for the actual rocket production. So they just have to be in range of this. And then with that done, I can move those two over here. And then I'll scoot that entire setup down this way. And that gives me room for another setup. And then another setup. And I might be able to get a total of 4 full configurations across. And it's just gonna, ooh. I'm gonna have to split them a little bit still though, because if I put them too close together, they're going to cannibalize components from each other. So like if I put too close, then the ones on that section that are part of that group will get picked up by that one. Or I might be able to move it closer in. I hope they do something like an Autocrafter tier 2 or something like that that gives us a more refined control option on how the Autocrafters link with nearby stores. Like here's tier 1 that just whatever in the range, and then here's tier 2 where you can actually control it and say which one it goes to. Or not even a tier 2, just here's a controller that you can add, you can build, and it'll let you adjust how the adjacents, like within a shorter range, you know, I go over here and I say, oh, I want to build, well, if I, not have that stutter, I go over here, I build a little control thing to the side here. It's like a little, just kind of, looks like almost like that or something. You just give a little interface and it links these up and it shows each one, like how this is, like right here, it shows those, and you go this one and it shows on the screen what it's producing. So it's like Autocrafter, but instead of saying Lake Water Collector, it shows mutagen tier 2. And then here's one that's mutagen. You can go with that and you can select which ones you want to have pull from it, or what, how you want to have it connect. Some way to refine it more so they're not pulling from, so we can cut down on having to separate stuff out by a certain distance so it doesn't get, like here's 2 areas where you want to both produce rocket engines. You don't want one stealing the iridium from the other one. Of course, also it's a case of I just do need to move. I could move this one closer, but once I get further out, I'm still gonna have to have separation for these. And an easier way to see that reaches right up to the edge there. So if I might actually redo the whole thing now. Instead of this configuration, have it walk out this way, have them stairs come to here and the drills in the middle, so everything is kind of along a spine type of thing, like all of it's back to back here, they're right here, and then that way I have the stairs to help separate them. I might be redoing this whole setup shortly, like this, the way this one's done, how everything is kind of right in this area, and then it's just a matter of how much gap I need to the next one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo this. I don't know if well, yeah, main thing is I don't know if I want to mess with it too much right now. I can't do this though. I'll do like this. I'll take these out because these are just for the 2 types of rockets. Oh, that's the normal stairs, so. Yeah, like that. That'll work fine. And might help if I tell it what to mine again. Alright, so that will be Both of these fixed. Harvest silicon, and there we go. So I'll just rebuild this and then start working my way down the line. That. Sure. Yep. Okay. All those are clear. That and that's not such a big deal. All right. As soon as this fires off and produces a rod. Okay, that didn't produce. Okay, so I've got one in here. Yep. Well, I may actually end up with extra. Okay, I'm gonna get this fixed. Yeah. Spread everything out as much as possible. That's part of the reason why I have trees over here, butterflies way over there, heaters way over there, drills over there. Yeah, I'm trying to spread stuff out, but I'm also not building too far out in certain places because I'm waiting for it to be, oh, this is where the new biome is, and now your stuff just got wrecked because we built this new biome here in this update. You know, so I'm trying to avoid building too much into certain places. But yeah, eventually I'm going to have, I mean, once this full release, I'm going to be spread all over the place. I'll have like one area that's just for the rockets like I'm doing here. There'll be nothing but a setup for rocket production. They'll have another spot that's nothing but the trees. Okay, that's, yeah, okay. So all these, hopefully. All right, fine, I'll just take it out like that. Okay, that's out of the way. Those. That. And this. Yep. That's it. Okay. There's that. And that was one I had extra. Okay, now I'm gonna redo this to face this way, like that. So that would be, see, I'm doing 6 iridium and 2 with the super alloy and the uranium. And that's it. That's the set. That's 2 on each side. And they're just turned back to back. All right, iridium. I'll toss some in here for that. Get that out of the way. Super alloy and the uranium. All right, rebuilt. Now, in this case, yeah, I'm gonna try to get these as close as I can to basically being side by side on the middle. Get kind of like a backbone type of placement. I just think that's going to be a little bit more consistent. And then it's just now, how far out do I need to be for this to not conflict? And again, it'd be nice if I could actually see. All right, so from where it is, 2 out. So that means I should be able to bring each of these in by 1, is what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like I should be able to bring them in to the edge of the one they're touching. Or well, it kind of looked like they're touching. Oh, that visual angle is... Oh, sorry. So 1, 2, third one they should be able to get to. So 1, 2, 3, I should be able to line them up to this. And that should be outside the range. Right. Again, they need to do a better job with this than this little range thing. Like, let me turn it on and just leave it on while I walk away, instead of having to look at it from this angle to figure it out. Sanchez, congratulations on your cybersecurity quiz. And I mean, I don't know how long you've been gone exactly, but I've launched a lot of rockets. I'm fixing my production for more rockets right now. And yeah, this is... I'm going to make it really fast. This should be it. I'm not going to commit to that just yet, but I think that should be the right spot. I'll go back, drop off stuff, and get food and water. I come back and make sure I got it lined up right. Also a case of, you know, I'm thinking about it now, it's not just how far does that reach, but how far does the next one I place down reach? Does, if I place another autocrafter in the next section, is it going to reach some of these? So, like, let's look at this. Okay, that one is going... Well, looks to be one spot away from here. So it looks like it's reaching all the way to here. Again, it could be something weird with the angle. Hard to tell because it doesn't let you see it without being over there. So if that's the edge is reaching right about here, I can move them over 1. If I can move that over 1, then technically I can move it here. I'm trying to do these on the actual separator. Yeah, if I can move that to here, that puts this, move that here, that should move to here, and that reach. Yeah, hard to tell. This is not a very good implementation, but it looks like it comes here. So if I move it all the way to here and then about like this, it may be just to the edge where it doesn't collect from these. Why you can't just have it be like, hey, I'm going to, you know, place this down and it let me turn on the toggle to see the range, you know? That's frustrating. So there are 22 rocket engines, despite me messing with it. That puts me at a total of 76 rockets ready to launch, or at least the engines are ready. Let's see. It's not quite to 100. I would like to get to 100 shortly if I can. That way I could do, well, you know, 97 and just kind of maybe clear the supply so I don't go over, and then round these off to 200 each. But yeah, that's going up. I mean, 70, I'm almost at a point. If I just did sea spreaders, I'd be almost at 300 sea spreader rockets, you know. I mean, there is an option for that. just to say I've got 300 seed spreader rockets. Though I haven't been really pushing out a lot of plants recently, so you know, not the biggest thing to push forward with. Bunch more insect rockets can go. All right. I'm just gonna take this one out. That's there. Which means it should be able to go up to here, is kind of the hope. Again, the snapping is kind of bad at times. Okay. All right, you know, I don't want to do it, but just to test it real quick. And I seem to be getting extra over here on iridium rods and not other stuff. Uranium seems to be a problem. Yep, not enough there. Getting extra super alloy, which is intentional. But I'm getting like a lot of extra super iridium rods too over here. Okay, no production of rods. I want to see if this produces anything, and if it does, is that getting picked up by this thing, which should not be, because I had one of these going right through the middle of the container, and it did not collect from that container. I mean, the container was split down the middle by the ring, and it didn't collect from it. So I don't know why the stairs being as part of the ring would cause it to collect from it. So we'll see how that goes. I'm working on the rockets. Yeah, and yes, I am using the stacking mod. That's why I have stuff stacking spots. Okay, that's produced. And well, that's got, you know, extras in some of these, yeah. Let me grab these. I'm gonna get that part finished. If I get that one finished, then I'll have the layout as I need it to be. I'll know exactly how far to split them. I can just go quickly knock out the remaining spots, and I think I could get 4 groupings of stuff. I think my algae broke again. Yeah, I think the algae completely broke again. Oh, there goes that, because I picked up one. I would say it would be nice, not even so much a, not conveyor system, but, you know, these are wireless. They have the antennas on them. A wireless repeater thing. I've said this, but what if, like, in this situation, I've got all these, I'm building multiple spots to produce rocket engines. I want to have all these link from here all the way over to here, so that because I have that link, I can act like the rockets are all in range of this, which is part of the mod. I wish they would add that kind of upgrade to the construction microchip tier 2 that lets you construct anything within a certain range, or a wireless construction chip. All right, that's fixed. That is the range I need. You know what? I'll go ahead and do this so I can make a few real quick. I'm gonna get this done. That is the placement now. So not too close, but close enough. Actually, before I go any further with it, let me do this. Yep, those, it's gonna go right here. Hopefully this won't cause a problem with the place it of the other stuff. Yeah, that right there, that's not touching those. That should be out of range. That should work. That should hopefully be all I need. And there we go. We'll do those. Again, hopefully this is not going to be... Oh, you got that in the way. Okay. Just toss it in there. Go that. Bam. That. That's going. That's gonna still work. Oh no, you last second I saw it as I was clicking. All right, there's that and that. Toss that. I may end up having to rethink these a little bit, because it seems to be imbalancing on the just on the uranium. All right. Take this out. Oh no, nah. Oh, why it does that? Like, oh yeah, target this, the thing that you gotta look through the other thing to get to. What the? Again, that stupid bug of not wanting to snap right. And there goes this. Rocket engines. Actually, I'll just go ahead and take those out. Take those out. And take those out. That's another 15. And now all I gotta do is replicate this pattern over and over. So back to back, middle spline with 1, 2 in between. So 1, 2, that's another one, 1, 2, another one. So I get 4 total just in this row of production, which means if I really want to, I could tweak that one again right there and do the same thing going that way and get like another 4 that way, so I can have 8 different sections producing rocket engines at one time, just so I can produce a lot of rockets. Let's see, that puts me at 91 rockets, or 91 rocket engines. Yeah, did not take long in messing with that to get a whole bunch more rockets going. Put this over here, and now trying to stuff. I won't go ahead and do that. So insect spreaders, I'm gonna do a bunch of those. Again, I got 91 at the moment. If I get just a handful more, I can technically do asteroids and magnetic field protection and get them both up to 200. which I think is kind of where I want to go with it. Of course, the bees are technically in range, so if I use up all those, it should consume from there. The honey is the only problem. Make a macro for a 30 by 30 platform for collecting larvae. You may make a macro that just be like, here's the commands specifically to build a 30 by 30 platform. Well, I mean, for one, you're probably going to have to still set it up with the first one. Like here, I'm going to build this because maybe something's in the way. So you want to build the platform elevated so nothing interferes with it. So you have to do that. Then you have to make sure you're positioned just right. Because if you're off, like if I start here instead of in the middle, by the time the macro finishes, I might be off the alignment and it could mess things up. Plus, in my case, I've got lag. So I might be trying to make the macro and it stutters. And then the macro's messed up because it got the timing wrong. And I don't want to have to go and mess with that. And there's no reason to do a macro for that. Because the point of the macro is to simplify something that's repetitive. I'm not doing 30 by 30 by 30 by 30 by 30 platforms. You know, I'm not sitting there going again and again making these platforms all over the place to collect larvae. I'm just building platforms for other stuff and allowing the larvae to collect on them. And I would spend way more time building that platform and to do a macro with it than just building it, you know. Here, no stacking mod, just here's 30 titanium, place down 30 in one direction, and then go and start doing another one like that, and then you're like, okay, done. Plus a 30 by 30 platform, that macro would be a requirement that somebody has to have the stacking mod. And that's 900 total pieces of foundation grid. That's 30 by 30, so 900. So the best I could do without changing the stacking size is 350. So to do a macro to do it all in one go would require somebody to have the stacking mod and increase the stack size to at least a certain amount, to have at least 900 pieces of iron in their inventory, and then have the macro. It's just not worth it. You know, again, because I'm not building a repeating platform. I'm not doing it over and over. The only thing that would actually work for that for me would be if I was to say, okay, I'm going to take a macro and have it build out the tower platforms. Like where I'm doing the heaters, and have it build each floor. But the problem there is it's not the same starting point on every floor. Each floor is starting from the next point where, like, I walk around. So it's not a consistent, this is the first piece of foundation. And that's a 15 by 15 platform. So not even the size of what you're talking about is what I'm doing for those, for the tier 5 heaters over there. That's 15 by 15 for the actual floor section of each. It's again, just, it's not worth it to do that for a one-time thing. I should be about 100 rockets now, so yeah, I'm gonna, let's see. Oh, another rare larva. I want to do this. Yep, another 4. Let's see, I was at 91. So that's gonna be 98. That's 101. Oh yeah, that's 101 rockets. And you know what? I'm just I'm just going to go back and forth between these two. Really, I need more of the heat bonus right now because I'm doing a lot more in the heaters than I'm doing in the drills for pressure. So I'm going to get a much greater effect from the heat generation. And I am out of super alloy first. Bam! Look at that. 200 attraction rockets. Exact 200 heat. So I need 12 more. Yes, that's 12 more. That's 24 super alloy. There's 20. I really should have made that more consistent on the layout. Well, apparently I used up all my super alloy. But still, that is so nice going right on 200 of one rocket type. Just dead on. Nailed it. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's not 10 FPS. That's like 0.10 FPS, maybe. Yeah, it's closer to 1 FPS than it is to 10. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait. Because they're apparently laying on top of me right now. So 12 more rockets of the pressure type, which, you know, it's not going to take much. Let's just go grabbing like 4 more pieces of super alloy. That's easy. That puts both of those at 200. I've got 200 in the sea spreader, and I'm close to 200 in the insect rockets. Yeah. And a lot of those were launched in the last 3 hours, you know, for just this live stream. And part of that was me tweaking the setup and making it go a little faster. I add 2 more of those sections, just like that, to the end of that one. That's going to be 5 sections right there. If I can expand the other one, retool it, the air direction, and do that, that's going to put me at 8 of those. And if all 8 of them max out their storage, that would be 640 rocket engines just in the autocrafters storage if I was like AFK for a couple hours and just let them go at it, do their own thing. So that's my 500 rockets in one go right there. That's me needing more storage up here to accommodate for that possible challenge of doing 500 rockets in one launch. I'm thinking I might need to do it like specifically just 500 of one type. And yeah, that is complete. Look, it couldn't even load the inventory to more than one thing for a second. I'm waiting for it to speed up. Oh, that's why there's a rocket coming after me. There's another one over there. It's, you know, before I would hear the rockets really loud at the beginning. It'd be super loud, and then they go off, and it's not loud anymore. Now it doesn't even play the rocket sound. There, turn the fog off. And, oh. I hear the stuttering effect of the meteor. You can hear it. Da, 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 and then it starts going. Da, 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 da. It's just sped up till it got to a consistent, you know, steady pace on the meteor coming in. Yeah, I just sit here, come through, grab all I can out of these, run down the next one, grab more, grab from the end here, and just, yeah, that's, if each one only has 10, and then that would be, with this one included, that's 50 rockets at one time. That means I'll have to keep tabs on keeping some of this other stuff, like, processed. All the tree bark, all that. I'm gonna have to just have I'm gonna have to put a locker up here just for the rockets to be in by themselves. Oh yeah. I can't even remember what I was at terraformation wise. I think I was at like 280 something. Closing maybe on 290. I can't remember. It was 2 something. And we're at 351. I'm already halfway up to 400 now, and that's just gonna speed up more and more as I keep launching like 100 rockets at a time. Yeah, I may actually AFK a little bit this time, and I just noticed the tree bark didn't transfer. Oh, and I could get down. Get up here. Come on. Look. Now I'm starting to clear the butterfly domes with my heaters over there. It's just, I think it's somewhere around there is where my top level is now. Somewhere around that point. As I should be able to get like at least a 200 heaters right now if I really wanted to try and push it. I'm at 150. 2 more floors and I'd have 200 heaters. Yep, only 2 more floors, and I can have 200 heaters, tier 5 in use. Heat production. Hang on, it'd be great if they spaced out every 3. 1.4 billion. I don't even know what it was at the beginning. And pressure is only going up by 483 million. But still. Biomass, I mean, just that massive number is just the fact that it's compressing it down on the total value. It's 4.5 billion on the biomass. And then 3.6 billion on the oxygen. Yeah. I may have to, AFK a little bit to allow the rocket engines to build up. Hey, yo, if I have time this week to do it, might try for that, at least try for like a one shot 200 rockets at a single time launch next time. Because I've done 100, or I did 120, something like that. Go for 200. Like, we're launching just 200 of this type of rocket. Done. In one go. And then shoot for like, if that goes well enough, we'll shoot for 500 of a rocket. And just see how bad it enhances my terraformation index. Because that's still, that's almost to 0.01 per second. Oh, yeah. That plus more and more heaters. Eventually, more drills. Some point, eventually, more drills all in the distance. But the heaters at least stack, so... just, keep going up and up and up. $1 million power production. 500 heaters, tier 5, you know, in the end, something like that. Couple, you know, 1,000 of each rocket type. Yeah, that seems reasonable before I have to start a brand new game save. Actually, let me double check, make sure I saved that. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of rockets today. Over 100. That's probably, wait, no, yeah, at least 200 rockets just today alone. Just launched 200 rockets total today. Not at a time, but still, that last one, that was a big batch of rockets. That was almost 100 just on its own, you know, or it was at 100, you're close to 100, yeah. It was 88. So, just in that one, plus the others, that, maybe I'm thinking wrong, but I think I did almost 300 rockets today. Just in today's live session. So yeah, productive day. So again, if you want to check out the mods, Xbox gets benefit from it. He says, I don't, but it's the Lathri performance or plugin framework. You gotta get the plugin framework for these to work, because Lathri has built his own plugin basis for his to use, and others that want to use his as well, I guess. But you gotta get the plugin framework, and then it's the improved performance and the toggle fog mods. Now they are on the modding page on the Planet Crafter wiki on the fandom site, not on Nexus mods. I don't think, because I've looked for them on there. But you just want to go down where it's got current mods. You're gonna see plugins by Lathri. And go down from there, and you'll find towards the bottom of his, it's got improved performance, and it configures list of point lights, particle systems. I didn't see it do much, you know. Maybe I just need to play around with the config a little bit, tweak it. And then the toggle fog, which was kind of nice. You know, it clears some of the distance fog and such. But again, I didn't see a big change in it, or then just made things look a little more interesting. Made it a little easier to look in the distance. That one is toggled, of course, because it's called toggle fog. And he's got some others, but yeah, you know, if you want to check those out, they're on there, but I'm not going to link them because, again, it seems to be a matter of maybe how you've built or what your system is that you're playing on, because I did not get any benefit from that. There's also a auto move, toggle to move forward without holding a key. So basically, that's gonna be good if there's a vehicle, so you can just say drive that way and it just keeps going. Lathri is also the one that made the disable build constraint, so think of it as like the building tweaks and Subnautica, where you could turn off the thing that you can't build in certain places. But it does say that, you know, there is a warning, you know, it might cause problems. The build constraints exist for a reason. You're playing with fire. But I know I have seen in some of the community pictures people using this mod because people are building butterfly farms, not domes, the farms on like their foundation grids. And that's not capable of being done in the game normally. So, yeah, some people are using it already. Just have to wait and see if that causes problems with an update or something. I don't think it will unless you build into the terrain, maybe. But, you know, if you build into the terrain, kind of maybe a bad idea anyway. But building where something sits on a part of your platform that it shouldn't sit on, I don't think it should be such a big deal for that. Thank you, Jenny. Hope you have a good weekend, as well as Xbox. And Backwoods, thanks for joining. You were quiet, but that's okay. Some people just like to hang out and listen. Yeah, Lathri actually, I think, is the one who made the original teleporter mod, and now we have teleporters in the game. Kind of gets rid of that. You don't need that, but looking at some other stuff. Oh, there's a custom audio mod by Aiden Thorne. Lets you change audio clips used in-game, destructively, which means it doesn't mess up your game files. You can go in there and swap your own sound effects in. So if I had some funny sound effects to use, I'd probably actually go and do that just to mess with everybody one live stream. Like, hey, guess what? Here's my game, Planet Crafter. I'll launch a rocket and just launch a rocket instead of it go, the rocket engine. You just hear this really long yeehaw. Or Family Guy, Peter Griffin laughing, just a nonstop laugh. It's just that be the sound effect for the rockets launching. Launch rocket. Rocket goes into space and you don't hear the laugh anymore. That could be fun to mess with. If you want like some humor in there, that could be fun. If you think you got better audio sound effects, go for it. But that's kind of interesting option there. I don't think I ever saw one of those for like Subnautica. Oh, Felonious. You signed in with 2 accounts. You're trying to game the system. You're signing in with every account to watch. Timmy, what's up with you? You want to come here? Come here. Oh, come here. You're doing your thing. Ugh. You need to start helping with the entertaining part of this. I can only talk so much. And you look at yourself over there. You see that dog right there? That dog that looks like you suspiciously? He's looking at the camera. He's like, I know you got me on camera. I see that camera. I know it's on. Let's see. Acrodoct. Acrodoct is the one that does a lot of the cheaty ones. There's a mini map in case you want the mini map. He's also the one that did the machines deposit into remote containers that I was using until the auto crafters were added to the game, which kind of defeated the purpose of using that mod. Performance boost. Reduce save size. I don't think I have a problem with that. Craft equipment in place. So don't have to unequip equipment to craft an upgrade. It'll craft the upgrade and put the new upgrade in place of the old one. That's a great one right there. That should be just built into the game itself, really. Bunch of translations if you speak another language. Yeah, that's. Oh yeah, sorry. Everybody subscribe to the Felonious channel, Backwoods Gaming. Timmy, sit up higher because I'm sitting here doing this. I don't want people to think I'm doing something weird because they see me moving, but you're not on screen. I get a kiss? Okay. That counts enough. There he goes. He's like, nope, I'm squeezing out of here. Yeah, there's still quite a few interesting mods, but it's just there's not as many mods being made for this game right now. I guess partly because of, it needs to grow in popularity a bit. Once it grows in popularity a bit more, then yeah. Should see more mods coming out. But I mean, right now, it's still early access. We're not done yet. Got time. I'm looking at the map now. If you look at the map on the wiki, the area where I'm at is kind of like, part of the edge, but you've got terrain. You can see that texturing to the terrain. But if you go past the crater and the waterfalls area, and that area I showed earlier that looks like it's super flat, like that's gonna be the next biome, you can see just how flat and how wide it is in that flat area on the map right now. So yeah, that's definitely got to be the next biome area, because it wouldn't make sense not to have a biome there. There might be another one going kind of to the other direction of the behind the meteor field and the waterfall, but I think around the meteor field, meteor crater, or the waterfall to the meteor crater to around the back of the highlands and all that, that's gonna be the next biome in the game. That's just look at the map. That's what makes sense, and I'm ready for it because I want to build in that area. Timmy? Oh, now he's gonna work on his chew stick. Right, get it, Timmy. Chew it. Chew it up. He was chewing on it before we started, and before he got the air treat. He was chewing on it, had it between his paws, and just going at it. And then he finally got tired of it. And I was like, where's the treat? Because I thought he finished it. He was laying on top of it. Still had it held between his paws, sticking up. And he just laid right on top of it, hiding it under his chin. You careful with that. Don't get it stuck in your mouth. You've done that before. Don't get it stuck in your mouth. I won't have to like dig it out. All right, so yeah, unfortunately, we were supposed to have the update before the end of the month. We're halfway through the month, but then they said it's probably gonna be end of next month, February, or sometime in February before they get it out. Which fine, they've been doing optimization on some other stuff, so hopefully that's gonna help. I did see, I guess Jason probably noticed this, that Green Hell has a new building update coming out for release on January 23rd. If you haven't played that game yet, they're adding in the ability to build onto trees, so you can build a tree house in the game. Cool sounding there, with a climbing rope, tree platform, footbridge, all this stuff, so you can build a big, expansive tree house base area. New weapons, also floating frames for building onto water up to 3 floors high. I don't know if that means it's gonna float away with the water or if it's just gonna stay in one place, but the fact that they are still adding more components like that to the game, that's the kind of game I like to support. It's not just, hey, here's some new map area. They're adding new mechanics. They're adding new features you could do, and maybe they're gonna add some more maps to it as well, more spaces to build. But yeah, that's kind of interesting that we're finally getting. For when I originally was playing it, you couldn't even build multi-story buildings. It was like one floor, that's it. Then you got to build multi-story buildings. Now you can build tree houses. You're gonna be able to build floating buildings. It's making me kind of tempted to go back, not to play the storyline, but just to play survival mode on that game again, just to do open-ended, survive and build really big kind of thing. Maybe that's something we could do sometime. Let me know in a comment on this after the stream's over if you like the idea of doing some Green Hell live streams where it's just all about the survival, open-ended survival and building aspect. We could do that. Maybe take a little break from Planet Crafter while we wait on the next update, since I probably will burn through that update pretty quickly. We'll probably do one live stream, honestly, on the update, and I'll cover everything there is to cover in it, because I already have so much stuff in place for it. But yeah, if you want me to maybe look at doing some Green Hell again, we could do that too. I haven't done that in a long time, and I don't want to do the story, but we could do like the open survival side of it. That'd be fun. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out. Timmy he's occupied, but as soon as I say you need to go where, he's gonna jump down to be ready to go. Especially looking at me like that, like I'm waiting on you. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place, same dog. And have a good rest of your day, good rest of your weekend, good week, all that stuff. Be safe, be healthy, and yeah, SBots, stay out of trouble.